Welcome to our news discussion today. I'm Sarah, and I'm joined by Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. We're covering a couple of significant stories today, starting with a serious health crisis in the Congo.
Let's dive into the Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The latest numbers are alarming, with cases exceeding 2,000 and over 750 deaths reported.
That's right. The government data shows 2,011 cases and 754 deaths. What's the situation on the ground like, especially with health workers?
Health workers at Bunia General Hospital, one of the region's largest medical centers, have gone on strike. They're protesting unpaid wages, and this strike is part of a larger issue where many health professionals are walking off their jobs due to payment issues.
That must be complicating the response to the Ebola outbreak. How are the health workers' strikes affecting the situation?
The strikes are barricading hospital entrances, claiming they haven't received compensation despite working under difficult conditions. This is at the epicenter of the outbreak, so it's a critical situation.
So the health workers are not just dealing with the risk of Ebola, but also with not being paid. That's a significant challenge. Have there been any responses from the authorities regarding their demands?
The reporting doesn't mention specific responses from authorities, but it highlights the difficult conditions these workers are facing. It's not just about the wages, it's about the broader context of working during an outbreak.
Right. And the Ebola outbreak itself, are there any updates on the containment efforts or the spread of the virus?
The numbers keep rising, unfortunately. The cases have now exceeded 2,000, which is a significant milestone. The death toll is also rising, with 754 reported deaths.
That's a high mortality rate. What's being done to contain the outbreak, aside from the health workers' efforts?
The reporting focuses on the health workers' strike and the rising case numbers, but doesn't go into detail about specific containment measures. It's clear that the situation is dire and needs urgent attention.
It's a complex crisis, with both health and economic dimensions. Moving on, what's the other story we're covering today?
Let's switch to a local news story from Bartow, Florida. There's been an update on a traffic crash that occurred on December 11th, 2017.
That's a bit old for an update. What's the new information about the crash?
The Bartow Police Department released an update regarding the traffic crash fatality in the 1400 block of SR 60 West. The incident happened on December 11th, 2017 at 12:23 p.m.
So it was a fatal crash. Do we know what happened according to the police report?
The driver involved was Kayla Lynn Bosick, born on December 20, 1989. The details of the crash itself aren't provided in the update, but it indicates a reported traffic crash in the area near Stingray Chevrolet.
That's quite specific. Are there any other details about the crash or its aftermath?
The update doesn't provide further details on the crash's circumstances or the investigation's findings. It seems to be a factual report on the incident.
Okay, so it's a straightforward report on a tragic accident. Are there any other related stories from Bartow we should know about?
Actually, there is another incident mentioned from Bartow, though it's unrelated to the traffic crash. There's a report of a shooting in unincorporated Bartow.
That sounds serious. What happened in the shooting?
The Polk County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting at a residence on Henson Lane. Multiple people have been shot, but details on their condition haven't been released.
That's disturbing. Is there any information on the suspect or the circumstances of the shooting?
According to the reporting, a suspect has been apprehended by deputies. The investigation is ongoing, so more details might come out later.
Okay, so the situation is being handled by the authorities. Let's go back to the Ebola outbreak for a moment. It's striking how complex the crisis is, with both health and economic factors at play.
Exactly. The health workers' strike highlights the broader challenges in responding to the outbreak. It's not just about containing the virus, but also about supporting the workers.
That's a critical point. The Congo Ebola outbreak is a stark reminder of the need for robust health infrastructure and support for workers in crisis zones.
Well, we've covered some significant stories today. It's been a complex and challenging set of issues.
Indeed. As we wrap up, it's clear that both the Ebola outbreak and the incidents in Bartow, Florida, require careful attention and response from authorities and communities.
That's all for today's discussion. Thank you for joining us.
Goodbye and see you later.